First half in which that wasn't the case. Malika standing by with Jason Tatum. Malika.
Thanks, Mark. I am here with Jason Tatum. You had a new playoff high, 32
Come to you with another live video.
points, but the Sixers were scrappy. What sparked that run in the fourth that allowed you to create some separation?
It's just, it's a game of runs. Philly, they're not going to go away. They're a tough team. And we know that's the playoffs. You got to withstand it. You got to come together as a team. You got to play hard. You ain't going to be perfect. But, that's what we did. We just came together. Stuck it out.
You mentioned coming together as a team. Describe for me what Jaylen Brown did for you all tonight.
Man, JB is special. And we're going to need him to be special.
Make sure you smash the like button.
As long as we want to keep playing. He keep playing like that. Sky's the limit for us.
And the Celtics and 76ers have had playoff battles year after year. This is a storied rivalry. But what makes it a little bit different in the bubble?
It felt more like a playoff game than I thought it would. Obviously, we got a lot of history with those guys. And, we know how good and tough they are. But obviously I miss playing at the Garden in front of our fans. But we know they cheering us on back home.
Thanks, Jason. Go say hi to Deuce. Appreciate it.
I miss you, Deuce.
Guys.
Hey, he'll be FaceTiming his son in a minute to read him a little bedtime story if he's not already knocked out for the night.
Here we go. Mavs and Clippers up next. It's time. That's Mavericks all day. Mavs Nation, where you at? Basketball fans, where you at? It's playoff time.
Them Verizon and AT&T combined. Experience it now with our best deal ever. Unlimited for $25 a line
it's
for
party
4
time.
lines with
You already know it.
5G access included. It's time to join T-Mobile.
Does your deodorant protect you all day? We gave new Dove Men Plus Care to Mike. Who transforms homes for those in need.
I feel comfortable and protected all day long.
Dove Men Plus Care, 48-hour freshness with triple action moisturizer.
Attention guardians of the grass, navigators of the turf, and keepers of the green. To the mowers of Green Acres, rural ramblers, and back to the landers. Whether you saddle up or buckle down, run with us. For all the head turners, stripe burners, and time crunchers. To the kid corrallers, grill masters, and all those who ride faster, run with us on a John Deere mower. Because this is more than just grass. It's home. Nothing runs like a deer.
What's up, y'all? Are y'all glad basketball is back? What y'all think? Let me know. Bring it in right. Showtime. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome to King Albo TV. Bop, bop. Boom, boom in the building. What it do? Positive Vibes Zone. You know how it go. Let's get it.
Mavericks
Here we go, guys.
and the LA
Mavs.
Clippers in the
LA
first round of the
Clippers.
NBA playoffs
Let's
here
get it.
on ESPN. And it's presented by Mountain Dew here at the Advent Health Arena and the ESPN's Wild World Sports Complex opening day to the 2020 NBA playoffs. And a terrific matchup to finish up our quadruple header. Two fun teams to watch. There's the Western Conference playoffs earlier today. Denver in a thriller, winning in overtime.
Denver beat Utah in overtime, y'all, today. So they up 1-0. For those who don't know, Denver Nuggets beat Utah Jazz in overtime earlier. Boston Celtics just beat the Sixers.
Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. It's both of them in their first NBA playoff experience. It'll be interesting to see how these two talented Europeans fare in their first postseason.
Let's go. I'm happy to see my man Luka Porzingis. You know,
They're going to be what I think the favorite is in the Clippers. They're going to have to continue their scintillating offensive play. Since the restart, they have put up extraordinary numbers. If you look at there, Doncic has the ball in his hands as much as any player in the NBA, tasked with creating as many shots as their historically good offense can get. And then what they have to both do is show that same leadership on the defensive end of the floor. It's imperative that if they're going to win this series, they play better defensively.
Here's our Modelo starting lineups.
You got Luka, Hardaway, Kenny,
big series from him.
Master Kleber, and Porzingis the starting five for the Mavs. You got Clippers, you got Patrick Beverly, Paul George, Kawhi, Marcus Morris.
12th time all season, they are whole. Nobody is out, and Beverly already with a steal.
Mavs got the tip off. Beverly got the steal. The Mavs got the steal back. Luka brings it down.
And Montrezl Harrell also expected to play off the bench for the first time.
Luka with the pass to Porzingis.
Since the restart. The Clippers can be a great defensive team.
Back to
so
Luka.
a fun matchup against this lethal offensive team. Doncic's first.
All bounds off of Luka's leg, the ref says. He drove to the basket.
Possession, had it knocked out of his hand.
Got knocked out of his hand and bounced off his leg.
And Doncic turns the ball over some, but the Clippers as a team.
Clippers brings the ball down.
Very low turnover, 2 turnovers to start the game.
Clippers were 5-3 in the seeding round, but again, they had so many players in and out of the bubble and in and out of the line. As Leonard knocks down his first shot.
Kawhi Leonard hit it.
Interestingly
2-0.
enough, defensively, the Clippers match up with Patrick Beverly against Luka.
Luka has the ball.
It really doesn't matter because they switch everything, so he's going to find himself defended by
Foul.
pretty much everybody in the Clipper jersey.
On the Clippers.
Well, Leonard just picked up his first
Kawhi Leonard got
foul.
his first foul.
The Dallas team.
Foul Luka. They're taken out from out of bounds.
43-32 final regular season record, including 3-5 in the bubble. And another steal this time. Morris
Clippers
knocks it
going
away,
down.
throws it up.
Alley hoop. Patrick Beverly.
And Zubac
Who's
throws
Zubac?
it down. Already 2
What a
forced
slam.
turnovers from the Clipper
Scores
defense.
4-0.
And they're
Clippers
setting
way.
pick and rolls with Porzingis. And
First Round on ESPN is presented by Mountain
Commercial
Dew,
break.
official.
I'm going to mute it during commercial break. When it comes back, I resume the sound. Let's get it. Know what I got. Know what I got. You know I got it on deck. You already know. Hold on real quick, y'all.
earlier in the bubble. But Mark, that chemistry stuff in terms of players coming together, not getting enough reps
Right now
together,
we down.
how important is that for a team like the Clippers?
It depends on the
Losing
team.
by 10. 12-2.
The Clippers, to me, I don't think it's a big issue. Because when Trez gets back into the rotation, whether it's tonight, as
Paul George with a 3 right now.
knocks down another shot. What he brings is energy and effort. It's not game plan. It's energy, effort, and enthusiasm, which you can't put in a stat sheet. His presence has been missed, and it certainly will be felt as soon as he steps on the floor.
And if you look at their numbers from this restart, they have no chemistry issues on offense.
Marcus Morris just added to the mix to mid-season acquisition. It's 18-2. They've hit 7 of their first 9 shots. Harrell will come off the bench. He is already vocal. That's what they said he'll help. Without the crowds, all the coaches have talked about being so vocal on the bench. Doncic floats it up and in.
But I like what they've done. Instead of screening with Porzingis where Morris can switch, the 2 times they've scored, they brought Kleba in the pick and roll and involved Zubac. You have to put Zubac in the pick and roll to allow
work to do.
Doncic to have as much creativity as possible.
You saw Doncic there again, kind of a grimace. Still a little slight limp after getting knocked down. Paul George shot too strong.
Mavs got the ball.
Hardaway Jr.
Hardaway with the ball.
And a reaching foul call on Paul George.
Foul on Paul George.
Reaching technical foul for throwing a
technical foul. I think it's Paul George also.
Punch in the air, disagreeing with the call.
You know, Mike, while all this action is going on the other side of the floor, Luka Doncic is heeled over, rubbing his leg or his ankle. There is something.
Luka look a little banged up over there, man.
Certainly bothering him.
You could see when he went up the floor, we had that camera shot. Again, he was grimacing. He get up right away.
Porzingis at the free throw line for the Mavs.
But that's when he slipped when he was driving to the basket. It seemed like he slipped on a wet spot on the floor. They're right there.
What you mean? Leaks? Oh, what? What do you mean? What are you talking about? I don't know if you spelled that right or what, but I don't know. What are you trying to say?
Went to the wrong used car site. Remember?
Went to commercial. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the live. Appreciate you coming through. Make sure y'all smash up the like button when y'all come in. You know how it is. Mm.
He's out for the season. He's injured. Although Trey Burke is in, Burke, who's recently signed, has played well for them. Doncic obviously is the key for the Mavericks. Leonard pull up.
Hardaway with the
and you're right,
rebound.
Jalen Brunson missing, Dwight Powell missing.
Tim Hardaway
for 3. Let's go.
Carlisle earlier today called me. He says
10-18.
those guys, there are stabilizers, really talented players who they missed. They've had guys fill in nicely, but it's hard to replace two players who play such important roles. Morris, very aggressive early.
But Jalen Brunson, what you're talking about, like Trey Burke has played well for him. He's a scoring point guard. Jalen Brunson is a legitimate point guard that will get you into your sets and make plays.
Burke goes up top to Hardaway. Seth Curry's also in the game. Porzingis sets and hits. Porzingis is shooting been just excellent.
Porzingis for 3.
Averaging 30 a game.
13-20.
Well, that shot fake and sidestep dribble for the 3. You have your 7'3" center making that. You've got a talented offensive team.
Paul George finds some room. That one
Paul
rolls
George
out.
no good. Porzingis with the rebound. Let's get it.
Dallas was the second highest scoring team in the seeding round. 122.5 points per game. Dorian Finney-Smith comes up short, gets his own rebound.
Finney get the rebound, put it back up. Let's go.
As he took it away from
Finney
Paul George.
Smith stripped it from Paul
The
George.
Mavericks, despite the terrible start and the Doncic
15-20. Clippers
rough
up
beginning,
5.
were only down by 5.
Good way to come back,
They
man.
trailed by 16 at one point.
They were trailing about 16 before they came back.
Oh.
Paul George.
George now, 3
Nice
of
little
6 from the
fadeaway.
field. And Montrezl Harrell.
Montrezl
set
Harrell
the
on
check
the way
back
in. He's at
It's
the
a
table.
welcome sight for the
Waiting
Clippers
to
and their
check in.
fans.
Porzingis with the ball.
Porzingis.
Fade away.
Off the dribble.
Porzingis.
And one. How about that
And
hand for a
one.
7-3 guy?
Porzingis with the bucket. And to the free throw line.
And a tough matchup for Zubac. His ability to set screens and dive, isolation, and that time get him in the air, take the contact and the hoop. And what a welcome sight, as you said, Mike, for the Clipper fans.
See, there hasn't not played a game since March the 10th. Did not play at all in the seeding round. He is one of the leading candidates for the 6th Man of the Year award. Whatever he had, he just threw to J.J. Barea over on the Mavericks sideline. Harrell had a fantastic season once again. As
Porzingis free throw was good.
With the free throw.
18-22. Clippers up. Clippers brings the ball down.
The Clipper lead is 4. Lou Williams and Harrell, they are quite the
Lou
combination off
Williams
the
in the
bench.
game.
As good a bench combination as the league has ever seen, scoring-wise. Morris. Curry throws it ahead.
Carrying violation.
Carry.
Clippers basketball.
Trey Burke.
While
Curry.
Luka Doncic is back, we've been told he had his left ankle retaped.
Luka had to get his ankle taped up.
That Doc Rivers and the Clippers wanted to make a statement to Luka about the pressure, and I'm sure he's got the memo after the first couple of minutes of this ball game. He's going to have to see that the rest of the way.
By the way, the Mavericks have more turnovers than field goals, yet they're only down 4.
Mavs bring the ball down.
8 turnovers, 7 of 11 from the field. They're shooting lights out. They just keep
Hardaway for 3.
A whistle before the shot attempt.
No
it's going to
good.
go against Morris.
Morris fouled. They would say the whistle blew before he made it.
But coach, in these situations, Luka leaves the ball game. Now all of a sudden you climb your way back into it. It's going to benefit him because of the confidence level of the other guys and what they were able to accomplish in his absence.
Porzingis at the free throw line. Let's get it. He missed one. Luka's on the bench right now. He'll get in eventually.
Do you see what the virtual fans do now on free throws? That rolling of their
Let's go.
arms?
Yes.
Porzingis hit one. He's 1 for 2. Seth Curry playing good defense.
Here's Reggie Jackson, another in-season
Reggie
acquisition.
Jackson
An excellent
brings it
pickup
down.
by the Clippers, the veteran. Gets in the paint, forces up the shot, won't go. Fight for the rebound. Porzingis throws it ahead to
Porzingis
Seth
throws it ahead
Curry.
to Seth Curry.
Curry, three-pointer.
Curry for
That's
three.
good.
Let's go! Curry with
Seth
the
Curry's
three.
had another
Let's
terrific
get it.
season shooting the ball.
22-22. Let's get it.
Here tonight, playing against his father-in-law, the coach of the Clippers, Doc Rivers. Harrell draws the foul on Porzingis.
Foul.
Do you think Seth's wife, Callie, is rooting for the Mavericks or the Clippers? After you, if you're a millionaire, pay for your own wedding, no?
4-year, $32 million deal.
Okay.
But she's rooting for her husband.
No. No, I agree.
Her dad already has the jewelry. Her dad already won a championship.
I just think
23-22,
she sees
y'all.
the potential in the Clippers to
So
win
he's
it all.
1 for 2 also.
Harrell goes 1 for 2. Curry makes his move, slip, shot won't go.
Seth Curry
Michael
shot
Green
and
is
go.
coming to the game. He has played well. And there's Lou Williams.
Lou Williams to the basket.
And
He's a
lead back
baller,
up to
man.
3.
Man, this man be
And
killing.
Boban is now in the game to give them some
Boban
offensive punch
is in the game for the Ravens.
as
I said Ravens.
Porzingis
Excuse
rests.
me, the Mavs.
But defensively, that's
Think
where
about
his
football,
challenge
bro.
is.
Doncic to
Seth Curry for
Wide
3.
open look. And
It's
Seth Curry off the bench.
good.
Knocks down another.
Splash
He's 2
him
for
up,
2 from
Curry.
downtown. And after trailing by
25 up, y'all. Let's
16
get it.
earlier to open the game, it's a tie between the Clippers and the Mavericks as Leonard gets hammered from behind. Kleba hit him.
Kleba foul on Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard.
Well, this is a historically great offensive team, and Doncic's vision is unparalleled. Got deep in the lane and then put it right into the shooting pocket
Let's go,
of
Luka.
Curry. And his size, coupled with his innate feel for
Luka's
the
back in
game,
the game.
makes it really hard for him if you're in that drop
Kawhi, free
to
throw was
impact.
good. First
He's a
one.
great player. Absolute great player.
Well, the series schedule for this Western Conference first round, like all of them, they're every other day.
Here we go.
Game 2 will be Wednesday on TNT.
Game 2 for the
And again, so
Mavs and
different
Clips
because,
is Wednesday.
You know, after
9
the first
o'clock.
2 games, you're not hopping on a plane and
TNT.
flying somewhere else. You're getting on a bus
All
and
right.
you're going back to your
Kawhi
hotel.
2 for 2 for Rico
Sometimes
line.
the same hotel as the team you're playing against. It is bizarre circumstances, that's for sure.
I'm going to
Scores
tell you, if they would have had a
27-25.
bubble in the 90s, I guarantee you in the hotel, there would have been some fouls.
Yeah.
I mean, some fights. There would have been.
Foul on
Like,
Clippers.
there would have been card games until 5 in the morning and then, like, all-out brawls at 6.
On Jamaica
Think about
Green.
it, Mike. This is my guy. This is my guy right here. He was coaching the Knicks. I was playing for the Pacers. Game over with in the playoffs. I'm driving out the tunnel. I'm on the streets, a block or 2 away from the arena. I look over as I'm stopped at a red light. This guy is walking back to his hotel,
Luka's good for the
steaming
first
mad.
one.
I hit the horn. He rolls his eyes at me. And this is my guy. We're not a relationship like that.
In the bubble, that would have been hard.
Yeah, that would have been.
I would have prank called Phil Jackson. I tell you that right now.
Luka's good. 2 for
Doncic
2.
with a pair of free throws
2 for 2.
and tied again.
27 up.
Last foul was on Jermichael Green. Under 3 minutes to play.
Fran
What has
Boga
been
was
kind of an
good.
eventful first quarter.
How you feeling?
And after
Welcome
that
to my
horrendous
live.
start
Appreciate you
by the
coming
Mavericks,
through.
they have put it together.
Can you please smash up the like
Kawhi
button for
Leonard.
me? Share out the
Now
video.
with 9 first quarter
Appreciate
points.
it. Clippers with the bucket. 29-27.
But you see the difference. Kawhi Leonard's picking
Kawhi Leonard with
Luka
the-
up at the three-point line. Patrick Beverly was picking him up coast to coast, harassing him.
Let's
He's able
go.
to get to his spots and make plays.
Mavs
Another
before 3.
beautiful pass. Doncic now with his second
30
assist.
to 29. Mavs
And
up
good
1.
for Michael Kidd Gilchrist, who has struggled
Michael Kidd
shooting since
Gilchrist
he
with
came
the
in the
3.
league. Knocks down that 3.
Another pickup for the Dallas Mavericks.
3 for the Clippers.
Back in
32,
February after
30.
Charlotte released him.
Clippers up 2. Got the lead back.
2 minutes to play. First quarter.
Ball on, kicks it out. Trey Burke. Kid Gilchrist will try from the right side. Marjanovic couldn't grab it. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kawhi Leonard.
Last
Dallas
touch
will
by
get a new
Kawhi.
14.
Good defense and rebounding skills by
See
Boban.
the second time, Luka gets in the air and he's comfortable. Makes the play for Gilchrist, knocks down the long ball. A welcome sight for the Mavericks. Luka making plays.
See when he gets in the paint. He's got 3 guys around him and always seems to find the right seam. Mark, as a great point guard, what about his court vision? What about his passing impresses you the most?
Just his size, his strength, his patience. He doesn't rush. He's a guy that's extremely comfortable when the lights get brightest. He's a legitimate playmaker and will be that way for a long time to come.
Well, this is his very first, obviously it's his first NBA playoff game, but he played in so many huge playoff games in Europe, in the Euro League, in the Eurobasket, and was the MVP of them. So he does, despite only 21, he's been playing in big games for a
Clippers got
long
the ball
time.
back, knocked out of bounds by
Listen, there's
Boban.
no way we're looking at it and say 5 turnovers.
Let's go, Mavs. Cowboy X Factor was good, man.
That's all.
I'm good.
This guy's not afraid of the bright light.
Smash the like button for me, man. Appreciate you coming through.
George creates a little space.
Paul George for the 3, no good.
Rebound inside.
Michael with the bucket.
Doc Rivers has loved what he's given him with
34-30.
Harold out.
Clippers
Michael
up
Green
4.
played a lot of 5 during the seeding round, and he can be a tough matchup at the 5. Doncic draws the foul. Shot won't go. Paul George is going to be called for his second
Paul
personal.
George foul on Luka.
And it is encouraging Doc Rivers to challenge it.
Most coaches don't want to do that, use the one challenge in the first quarter.
Especially when you're going to benefit from that same type of call with the guys that you have. But Coach, Michael Green has been good for the Clippers.
Can shoot, plays with
Luka got 3
tremendous
free throws at the
energy.
line.
And at this stage of his career, he knows exactly who he is.
He made the first one. 31-34.
It's the first one. Green's in his 6th year in the league.
How you doing today?
Wasn't drafted
Cowboy
out
X
of
Factor.
Alabama.
Let's go,
He has
Mavs.
found a nice role in his 2nd year with the Clippers.
Hubie Brown used to have a great statement that I'm not
he
sure
only gave
totally
him 2.
fits, but he used to say about
32-34.
players, sometimes when players
Clippers
learn
up
to
2.
say hello, it's time to say goodbye. And I think the real smart ones can figure out what they do and say hello early, so they don't have to say goodbye quite as soon.
No good for Clippers for 3.
Bogdanovich with the rebound.
Mavs brings it down.
Green's miss. Final minute, first quarter. Doncic probes, kicks it out. Kid Gilchrist just spotting up, knocks down another
Michael
3.
Kidd Gilchrist for 3. Let's go.
Only a
35-34.
28% career three-point shooter as Reggie Jackson goes inside. Marjanovic altering that shot.
Babbin. My man Bobbin with
What
the
an
block.
incredible turnaround
Let's go.
here in this first quarter. Dallas
We went down
by
from 16 to up by
Carlisle had
1.
to call a timeout 2 minutes in. It was 10-0. Doncic went back to the locker room with a hurt ankle, and now they're up by 1. Doncic nails
Luka for 3.
and it's a 4-point.
Let's go.
Dallas
38-34.
lead. Final seconds. Jackson the floater. That
Floating out good.
After 1 quarter of play, the score.
A 20
In the first half. First quarter.
18-2.
Let's go, man.
Doncic now 11
Let's
points
go,
and 3 assists.
man.
8 points for Porzingis and Dallas with the lead.
Porzingis with 8 points. Boo, shakalaka. Good work. Good way to fight back. Let's go.
Luka. Doncic. Luka show.
He's an entertainer, unstoppable as an offensive player.
The Luka Magic Show.
So fast. 2 years ago, I was playing in Real Madrid, and I was 18 years old, so things happen quick.
Oh, what a pretty step back.
The way I'm playing, I didn't expect it either. I work hard. All the summer, I had a lot of time. Like all the other summers, I had like 3 weeks. So I work on my body, work on my skills, so I think they helped me a lot.
What a pass from Luka.
Just a physical game.
Luka,
You just gotta
the
keep
Don.
going, earn your respect and just keep going. Pressure was in my life when I was 13, when I had to move from Slovenia alone to Madrid, It was dealing with the pressure all the time, and I kind of don't feel it like anymore.
The Luka Show.
We're getting better and better. We're a young team, you know, it's going to take a little time too. I think we're doing good.
No, us being a young team, we coming together.
If we're down, they're going to cheer
You know,
for
we
us.
getting
If we're up,
there.
they're going to cheer for us.
But it'll take a while, you know,
to me from
to get
the
on the same
beginning, you know, I
page.
just try to give them a lot of wins. They've been just amazing to me and the whole Dallas through these 2 years.
Step back, step back, step back, Jack. Luka for three.
Luka!
It's a long season. Some great teams out there.
Luka Magic!
Doing Luka things and smiling about it.
Houdini! That's what they call him. Here we go, y'all. We back. You know what it is. Let me get my water real quick. I'll be right back. Let's go. I'm back. Got my water break. The game is back in session. Hello, everyone. What's goody? Back to the Mavs and Clippers game. Clippers had up 16 points. We came scratching back. Now we up 4. 38-34. Mavs way. Starting of second quarter right now.
Welcome back to the first round of the NBA playoffs on ESPN, presented by Mountain Dew. The Mavericks up 4 here with Rick Carlisle. And Coach, you trailed by as much as 16. What turned around at the end of that quarter for you guys?
Well, everybody just stuck together.
Bring the ball down now.
They were making shots early, but some of them were tough shots, and we just kept playing. And it's a long game. It's a
Mavs
long
with the
series.
steal. Let's
That's what we
go.
gotta keep doing.
Defensively, what's your biggest focus going forward?
Well, the physicality. We've got to have the disposition to play this game at a high level.
Miss pass.
The loose balls, we got to take care of the ball.
Now
We got to
put the
rebound.
ball back.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Mike, back to you.
All right, Cassidy.
Bad
Michael
pass.
Gilchrist
Well,
putting
good
on
pass.
some pressure there. Came up with a steal, but couldn't handle it
Kinda.
down the other end.
Didn't
You saw
get
the number
there
for Dallas,
in
shooting
time to
7
get
of
it.
11 from three-point range. Kid Gilchrist, 2 for 2 off the bench. He only had 5 3-pointers all season, 5 for 20
Okay.
as George throws
Paul
that
George
one in.
with the bucket.
You guys always talk about it.
36-38.
Unexpected production in playoff
go.
games.
Mavs up
Playoff
2.
series always, you can never underestimate how important that can be. And for him, especially how poorly they were playing, a huge boost.
And I would still keep helping off of him as he travels there. Again, if your choice
Travel.
is Doncic in the lane
Michael
or Kid
Kidd
Gilchrist
Gilchrist.
shooting threes, it's Kid Gilchrist every single time he's in the game.
And it doesn't stop. That's the way. If we're going to lose that way, then I'm willing to lose that way.
Lou Williams drives on Curry, goes inside, and they're going to say the foul came before the shot.
Curry fouled him.
Side out.
So the free throw is not there.
And this lineup
Gotta
that
take the
Doc
ball
Rivers
out.
has in with Green at the 5 is a much more mobile, switchable type of team.
You have Beverly, Williams, and Shamet, 3 guards out there with Paul George and Jermichael Green. So Rick Carlisle
Dorian Finney-Smith back in the
right
game
now.
from
Dorian
after Cleveland.
Finney-Smith comes back into the game. Cleveland will sit.
Cleveland's sitting right now.
Kid Gilchrist, Doncic, Curry.
Steph Curry, Doncic.
Pass through the
Let's
hands
go.
of Green. Shamet took a
Mavs
hard
with the
tumble.
steal.
DeLon Wright in the game as well. Another
Let's
three-pointer.
go.
They're now 8 for 12 as Dorian
Hey,
Finney-Smith knocks
Dorian
down his first
Finney-Smith for
three-pointer.
3. 41-36,
Finney-Smith is so
Mavs
improved
away.
from when he came into the
10:38 on the
NBA.
clock.
Came in as an offensive rebounder and a defender. Such a much improved offensive player.
Lou Williams.
Lou Williams runner.
Let's go. Good defense,
Well defended by
Mavs.
Kid Gilchrist. Here comes
Luka
Doncic
brings it down.
to
Pass
Curry.
to Curry. Luka with the ball
Lou
back.
Williams gets up into Doncic.
But this doesn't bother him like Patrick Beverly would bother him.
And a foul call. Williams got a little
Foul on
aggressive.
Lou Williams.
tell you
foul
what,
on Williams.
I tell you what, though, Kid Gilchrist has given them great minutes on the defensive end. Timely shots.
Michael Kidd Gilchrist played some good defense today, y'all. And he hit 2 back-to-back threes. And a pass to my man Durham Finney-Smith.
Confident
Mavs taking out.
knock down shots.
They signed him back in February after Charlotte waived him his first 7.5 years with Charlotte. Doncic again gets inside, trying to draw some contact.
Luka with the bucket.
He got hit as well.
The toilet bowl.
He scored earlier.
43-36, Mavs
He scores
way.
that time, looks at Patrick Beverly, and gives him some of his own medicine by talking trash.
George, oh, nice crossover, goes inside, and a blocking foul.
Blocking foul.
And when they get that switch, George
On
being guarded
Kid
by
Gilchrist.
Doncic, he has just blown
My man
him
Luka
twice.
just
Doncic is
schooled
going to have to do a
Patrick
better job moving
Beverly.
his feet.
Beverly.
If I was the Clippers, I'd continue to have Shaman set the screens, whether it be with Lou Williams or Paul George, and force Doncic to be the defender.
Doncic, the 21-year-old from Slovenia, has bounced back after turning his ankle and turning it over. Paul George misses. Doncic to rebound. He's the best rebounding guard in the league. And a foul on the pass. DeLon Wright got bumped. Second team foul.
Team foul.
Boy, just you watch the first couple of minutes of this game, the Mavericks look so tentative.
Be right back, y'all.
As the Clippers were in attack mode, it was 18-2 Clippers. And just an amazing turnaround, especially after Doncic turned his ankle and back to the locker room.
But it really says how tied together they are, because I've seen teams throw in the towel in that situation.
Right, and Patrick Beverly played the first 4 minutes, and it was utter domination. Then he took the early and long rest, and it changed when the Clippers went to their bench.
JaMychal Green now on Doncic. Kicks it out, finds Seth Curry. That's good. Curry with another three-pointer. He's 3 for 3. The lead is 10.
Do you know how many people can make that pass? I mean, that was an incredible read and pass by Duncan.
I'm going to say even in the NBA, it's less than 5.
Beverly, his three-pointer won't go. Doncic the rebound. So now he has 13 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, but more importantly, it's the Mavericks with a 10-point lead. Steps back, three-pointer. And a whistle and a loose ball foul is going to be called against the Clippers. It's either George or Beverly. Beverly picks it up.
I mean, just look at this pass. How does he find him?
And think about it. He's trying to avoid the charge, so he jumps away and yet has the strength to throw it across the court, the vision, and he puts it right in a great shooter, right in that shooting pocket of Seth Curry.
Doc Rivers says he has the passing of Jason Kidd, the scoring of Larry Bird. Carlisle said the same thing. He said he coached Kidd, he played with Bird, and he says he's in the same mold. Call him a savant as Curry misses that shot.
I said it before and I'll say it again. He's a combination, with all due respect, of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. That's saying a heck of a lot.
Yeah. Paul George lost it. Doncic drives, goes underneath, and he's fouled by Beverly. And that's going to be 3 fouls on Patrick Beverly. And he runs right to the Clipper bench. Doc Rivers points to him to stay out there. Now he realizes he has 3 fouls.
And you know what's interesting is Beverly wanted to entice Doncic into reacting. He rakes him across the arm. You know, he hit him good. And good for Doncic that he just walked away and went to the free throw line.
So Beverly with the 3 fouls. Again, he had not been playing the last
several
games with that calf strain. Missed the last 5 games.
At the free throw. Well,
I'm just going to call him Luka.
Huh?
I'm just going to give him one name. He's that good that he should be one name.
He is.
47-36.
The virtual fans trying to distract. It's right behind the basket. These big screens. This is a stunning turnaround. It's now a 28-point turnaround. Down 16, now up 12. And it's not even halftime yet.
Clippers got the ball.
This is a great team they're playing. But it's now the Clippers that look out of sync.
48-36.
George gets past, goes inside, finds Zubats, and a 24-second violation.
With the slam.
24-second shot clock violation.
Trey Burke
Oh, it
comes
don't
back
count.
in. Doncic is going to take a seat.
24-second violation. So it didn't count. The time ran out.
And let's see how the Mavericks can fare while he's on the bench. Doc Rivers doesn't look too concerned, but he can't be happy with the way this game has turned around. DeLon Wright, who Rick Carlisle said
DeLon Wright in the game. Porzingis shoots the three.
Impact in this series.
Three no
Porzingis
good.
misses. Marcus Morris the rebound.
Paul George the ball.
Lou Williams.
That's what I don't know.
Through the hands of Morris, another turnover. That's the
Who
seventh.
rotated?
Trey Burke lays it up and in. Good drive to the basket for Trey Burke.
Trey Burke with the layup.
And a timeout called
That's too much
by
kicking
Doc
when you are
Rivers.
there. 50-36.
50-36. Down 16, now up 14.
As the activity on the defensive end, they get stops, and everybody's got it going offensively. Trey Burke with the big-time finish.
Mavs are up right now, y'all. Mavs doing pretty good. They started out sluggish, but they back. Make sure y'all smash up that like button, man. Come on. Stay out the video. Gary had one piece. He had a leg. Luka Magic.
Has got length, strength, and plenty of game.
Debemos ser parte de la solución para frenar a este virus.
Wir müssen gemeinsam dafür sorgen, dass wir
I'll give you some back when the game comes back. Yeah, come enjoy the game, man. Come on. Stop waiting on. Let's get it. Let's go. It's party time. Go. Game is back.
Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. When the game is on the line, what moves you? Goodyear, more driven. Mavericks driven after a horrific start. With 7:26 to play here in the second. Steve Ballmer's Clippers down by 14. Just an incredible turnaround. Hot shooting, and Luka Doncic starting to get that unbelievable feel he has going. Just carving up what is one of the premier defenses in the NBA.
Here we go. Clippers got the ball now. Mavs on a 12-0 run.
Zubats, Leonard, and George.
Leonard
gets inside, tied up, back up
Tied
top.
it up.
Shot
Good
clock at
defense.
6.
Shot clock from
Paul
6.
George
Paul George for
fires a
3. No good.
Zubats had it and lost it. Out of bounds, Clipper ball.
Back to Clippers.
As we mentioned,
Knocked out
Zubats
of
in the
bounds.
first game between
Score
the
was
two earlier
50-36.
in the seeding round, he had a
Mavs
21-point, 15-rebound game. In
If you
20
don't know, he
minutes,
just
and he was
coming in.
10 of 10 from the field.
Mavs
He
are winning right
dominated.
now.
Leonard, elbow
Kawhi
jumper was good.
for the mid-range shot was good. 38-50.
Kawhi Leonard, 4 of 6 from the field. DeLon Wright coughs it up.
DeLon Wright strip. Bye.
Morris now spins, shoots
Morris
over Porzingis, and gets a nice bounce.
Spin
That was the problem
Rudy.
we saw earlier. If you're the Dallas
He hit him with a
Mavericks, you can't
fadeaway.
afford to be careless and turn the basketball
paint.
over. It's a recipe for disaster.
40-50.
Trey Burke, Kristaps Porzingis, Zubats, nice defensive play. Leonard spins
Porzingis
into the
got
front
hung.
court now. He thought he was fouled.
Well, I think Trey Burke tried to take a foul to prevent the transition.
Finney Smith now fouls Leonard.
There's a foul on Finney.
That was foul number 10.
Fouling Kawhi.
So on the roll, to me, that's clearly a foul. He's
That should have been a
jumping point A
foul,
to point B.
but they didn't call that on
He gets him with the
Porzingis.
body, but
Porzingis got fouled, hit to the head, and all that.
I think the Clippers are far too frustrated right now with officiating versus being more accountable for better play.
Shot clock winding down. Paul George goes inside, blocked by Porzingis.
Porzingis with the
Whistle,
block.
Foul. And a technical foul's been handed out. Tim Hardaway signaling for a challenge.
That was foul number 6.
Looks like a good block.
That's a good block by Porzingis, man. Stop cheating.
Did hit him on the right arm.
That's a good block.
I agree.
Good
And
block,
can
man.
if you challenge it, do they take the technical point off too?
No.
Because if it's a terrible call and it gets overturned,
I know you've always
which causes
wanted-
this,
I know you've always-
why would you give them? I mean, they're not going to challenge, although
I just think, especially in a playoff game, and we saw it earlier,
41-50.
you know, the immediate reaction, you pump, you just, as long as it's not a continuing display.
And here's my only problem, point. If you're going to call that, then be consistent. Then call it like that all the time.
No, I agree.
That's
I think
it.
either one of them should have. Now, Carlo was going to challenge it, but it's too late.
because they shot the technical free throw already. I think it has to be within 30 seconds.
Mark Ayotte, one of the officials. Kane Fitzgerald, Eric
2 for
Lewis,
2.
the other.
Paul
We've seen
George
unbelievable
shot the
things in
technical
basketball, but
and
you've never seen
he
it
got
quite
2
like
free
this.
throws.
Tweet
Basically, like a
hashtag
three-point
Ultra
play
Courtside with
for them.
hashtag sweepstakes for a chance to win tickets.
helping
What
these
fans
people,
have
man. They're
really
helping them.
taken to this
Y'all ain't calling no foul. Porzingis got
virtual
smacked in the
fans
head.
watching the game.
And he clearly blocked Paul George
Being able to
shot.
hear them
But it's
cheer.
all good. Let's go, Mavs.
Trey Burke to Porzingis. Porzingis, tough shot in traffic. Zubats has had a nice impact since he's re-entered the game. Leonard corrals that
Leonard
one
with
home.
the
He's got
floater.
14.
And to me, Coach, that's a challenge
45-50.
if you're Porzingis.
Mavs up 5.
Being able to defend pick and rolls, because teams are going to put you in position to force you to make plays and defend taking the challenge.
At center, 6'11", DeAndre.
The game is about to end. Let's go.
Let's go, boys. Hey, come on. We need energy. I'm picking up. Just talk to me. By yourself. By yourself, though. You and him, though. You and him.
Yeah. Look. Was that a regular pass or a lob? I was just passing it to you.
Zubac on the finish there, 4 points, 4 rebounds. Meanwhile, Trey Burke also wearing a mic for us tonight. Curry back in the game. Kleber's also returned with Doncic, Porzingis, and Hardaway. Zubac, Morris, Paul George, Lou Williams, and Kawhi Leonard for the Clippers. And what has been a wild first half.
And again, they said it with Porzingis. I would have said it with Kleber on with Zubac having to guard him. I think Kleber has to recognize who he's being guarded by and get himself in the pick and roll action.
Porzingis now in double figures with 10.
Let's go. Kawhi.
Leonard back to Williams.
Back to
Lou
Leonard.
Williams sets corner three is good.
Williams for 3.
His first three-pointer, second field goal.
48-52.
Now the Clippers back within 4.
I just think this Maverick lineup on the floor right now has serious challenges defensively against this Clipper team.
Cleveland.
Massive Kleber, no oil. Let's go.
Paul George hesitated, now gets inside, goes right at Porzingis. Tough shot from Paul George.
Paul George with a good shot. 50-52. Mavs up 2.
And a whistle down the other end. Clippers in the penalty.
Clippers with another foul.
Put him in pick and roll. Again, this is Porzingis. I'm not knocking him. He's an outstanding player. But the next level for him is going to be doing a better job putting himself in position because he can use that size and length to be disruptive. It's too easy when you put him in pick and roll action right now.
And he's too upright. He's got to get down and challenge himself to move his feet.
Free throw is good for Porzingis. The unicorn. Free throw was good. 2 for 2 for Porzingis.
I don't think Maria had
we up
Clippers
4.
going up by 16. Mavericks coming back, taking a 14-point lead. Right now it's a 4-point Dallas advantage. Under 4.5 remaining second quarter. Game 1, best of 7 in the opening round.
With a mid-range
Leonard.
good.
Leonard and George have 30 of the 52 Clipper points.
Up 2.
Each with 15. Doncic kicks it out. Hardaway for 3.
Hardaway
They're
for 3
10 of
and it's
17
good.
from downtown.
57-52.
They put Zubac in the pick and roll. He dropped. Doncic got deep in the paint and found Hardaway. Great play.
Doncic now with 6 assists. He had that rough start, had 4 turnovers in the opening couple of minutes, turned his ankle, and now he's been sensational. Paul George gets inside. Get the
Paul
roll.
George no good. Let's go. Mavs with the rebound. Luka brings it down. Picked by Porzingis.
He's in such control when he's on the floor. Hunts down mismatches. As soon as, of course, I say that, he turns the ball over. As Lou Williams kicks it out. Marcus Morris knocks down
for
a three.
55-57.
Shooting lights out from three-point range. Clippers are 7 of 14. And the Mavs 59% with 10 threes. Hardaway way outside.
Hardaway missed the three.
Lou Williams trying to draw some contact. As is Morris steps in, knocks down a two. Morris with 12 points.
Tied up.
And the game is tied. Rick Carlisle calls timeout.
57-57.
Morris a big first half to help out. 2:49 remaining in the second.
Remember the Space Jam. Ooh, there it is. Everybody get up. It's time to slam now. Gonna take you to the overtime. Welcome to the Space Jam. Ain't no space, ain't no space in the Space Jam. Alright. So you if you feel fine.
Tuesday, ESPN2 brings you action from the WNBA bubble. At 9, the Las Vegas Aces, they've won 7 straight, take on the Chicago Sky. Here's the final game of our quadruple header. Day 1 of the 2020 NBA playoffs. Kawhi Leonard, 15 points, looking sharp. Clippers and Mavericks all tied at 57. Doncic, 15 points, 6 assists. He has 7 turnovers here in the first half. Had 4 in the opening couple of minutes in that 18-2 start by LA. Hardaway, contested three, knocks it down. Tim Hardaway with his third three-pointer.
Third three-pointer for Hardaway.
He's played well this half. Timely shots, taking the challenge defensively.
60-57.
Kawhi Leonard
Kawhi for
finds
three.
a spot. His three-pointer misses, knocked out of bounds. Looked like it was last touched by Zubac.
Last touch by Zubac. Mavs ball.
Well, initially, Hardaway set a screen for Kleba, and because he set a good screen, forced to switch, and then had Zubac closing out on him and had enough airspace to get the three.
Luka with the ball.
Doncic season opening, drives inside.
Luka
the way
with
just
the
kind of holds
layup.
on to the ball,
Let's
takes some
go.
contact and banks it home.
62-57. Mavs way.
Mavs back up by 5.
On the
2 minutes to play. First half.
Halftime's coming up.
Leonard, nice feed inside. Zubac, second effort, banks it home.
Okay, Zubac with the bucket. Second effort. 59-62.
6 points, 6 boards for Zubac. Doncic draws a foul.
Okay, Luka get fouled again.
Again, the Clippers been in the penalty for quite
Let's
some time.
go.
So back to the free throw line where he's 6 for 6.
Luka is 6 for 6 at that free throw line. He lives there.
Kawhi
You
Leonard
feel
just
me?
picked up his third.
Kawhi got 3 fouls,
Doncic from the
y'all.
line,
You better watch it.
76%.
Free throw's good for Luka.
Good, a halftime coming up. Maria Jalen.
63-59.
We've had a long day watching the quadruple header. There's been some. When you look at the young talent,
Kawhi sits
just
down
on display today.
with
Jamal
his 3
Murray in the
fouls.
first game with Denver winning. Donovan Mitchell in a loss was spectacular. Fred VanVleet in the Celtics victory.
Luka
Jason
is
Tatum,
good, 2
Jaylen
for
Brown,
2.
just so much young talent right now in the league.
League is in great hands. It's fun to watch. It's truly fun to call.
136 on the clock. until halftime.
Lou Williams searching, gets it inside, and Zubac again.
Zubac with the bucket. Nice pass from Lou
He's got
Williams.
tremendous hands.
To Zubac.
He's a good roller to the rim.
Luka brings it down.
Morris on Doncic trying to play him physical. Porzingis
flies through the air for a slam and gets fouled.
Porzingis has gotten a lot
He
stronger
missed the dunk, but he got fouled. Free throw line for him.
Meanwhile, third foul called on George.
Paul George got 3 fouls now.
That's a great,
3 fouls for George and 3 fouls for Leonard. And 3 fouls for Beverly. Ain't that ironic? Porzingis with a free throw is good for one.
Devastating injury. As you see him here go up strong. He was out for 20 months when he came back this year. Had not played the game in 20 months, and it was not an easy adjustment at first.
Porzingis has 13 points and 4 rebounds.
New team, new coaching staff.
Let's get this free throw,
Jeff, you kind of
Porzingis.
hinted to this earlier. When
Free throw's good for
Porzingis.
He has now 14
became the
points
5,
now.
and that was really a big part of him turning it around to getting
66-61.
comfortable, because he didn't feel
Mavs
quite
up
comfortable when he
5.
first started the season. Lou Williams.
Lou Williams for 3.
Whether he's a 4 or a 5, it doesn't matter.
Mavs
They
up
stole him from the New
2.
York Knicks.
The Mavs are up
Hardaway
2.
came part of that deal as well. Kicks it out to Cleveland.
Cleveland for 3.
That's a 3.
And it's good. Maxi Cleveland. Knock him down.
Absolutely one of the great trades.
69, 64.
That Donnie
51
Nelson's
seconds
pulled
left
off,
on the
and he's
clock.
pulled off a ton of them.
Lou Williams for 3, no good. Steph Curry brings it down.
20 from downtown.
Steph Curry has the
He's
ball.
got 3 of them.
Pick for Porzingis.
For 3.
Porzingis for 3.
steps up. Shot
No
short.
good for the Porzingis. Mr.
As expected, a
Unicorn.
high-scoring first half. Lou Williams is fouled.
Lou is fouled.
And Williams will go to the line.
Lou Williams at the line.
3-time winner of the NBA's Six-Man Award. One of the
Lou
great
Williams is that
scorers
guy, y'all.
and the number 1
He's a
bench
baller,
scorer in
man.
NBA history.
I don't like playing against that man. He come up with some buckets.
33
Out of
years
nothing.
old.
He make you work when you
You'd
check
think
him.
he'd be older. He's been around forever.
Lou Williams been out for
15
a
year in the
long
league,
time. He's an old
but
guy.
he went right
He
from
should
high
be about
school to the
retiring too
NBA.
soon. But right now,
This is
he
his
having a
third
good
year
old time, I
with
guess.
the Clippers. Played for a total of 6 teams. His
Montrezl Harrell coming in.
Harrell will come back in. Harrell played 5 minutes in the first half in his first game since March 10th. It was the death of his grandmother that had him leave the bubble. Grandmother's such a huge, important part in his life.
Free throws good for Lou Williams. Mavs take out 28 seconds on the clock.
To be the primary defender on Luka. That size, that strength, and he's done it.
Luka brings it
As great as
down.
Luka is, he's done a good job.
Morris is a terrific competitor.
Curry. Finney-Smith. Pass deflected. Still loose. Harrell comes up with it.
Sloppy
Harrell drives
work.
on Doncic. Goes right at him. And Doncic's upset. He thought he got it clean. Instead, he's going to pick up his first foul.
And the one thing you couldn't do if you were the Mavericks on that possession, turn it over and give the Clippers easy basket opportunities to foul in transition off of the turnover.
That's a good ball, man. Ain't no
A lot
foul,
of
bro.
basketball, but the follow through gets him on the body.
I've never understood how I've never understood. Does the follow through after a clean block count, or is it allowed?
No, it's so you block my shot, you could slug me.
I'm not so sure. You shouldn't be able to slug you.
69-66.
See Terrence
9
Mann,
seconds
number
on the
14,
clock.
just checked in for the final 9 seconds. Shamit's going to come in as well.
Shao comes in for Clippers.
So Harrell get another. Harrell this year
Harrell
averaged
gets another one.
18.5 points and 7 rebounds a game.
Montrezl Harrell.
He is, how much
For a
rust
second free throw.
conditioning will impact him until he gets
No
back
good.
playing. Hardaway, final seconds. No fouls to give. Into the hands of Doncic. Clippers looking to surround him. Doncic puts it up. And that will end a
No good for
wild
Donald.
first half.
Halftime.
The Mavericks will go into the locker room.
Halftime, guys.
Three-point lead. How they got there?
Girls, ladies and
It's a
gentlemen.
long story.
Children of all
Got hammered
ages.
early.
Let's
Dutchess back to the locker room
go.
with an ankle injury. It looked like it was going to be a
My
nightmare
people.
evening. But this 21-year-old got his team playing well. He had 19 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. Did have 7 turnovers. But it's the
19
Mavericks
points for
with a
Luka.
3-point lead, halftime of game 1.
He got 6 turnovers, though, but he got toned that down. 19 points. I think he said 5 assists. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's go. Huh? Alright. Be right back, y'all. Andre, can you go upstairs by the chair and get my water bottle? Got the blue top on it. Huh? By the chair, walk my water bottle with the blue top on it. Mm-hmm. No, it's on the floor by the chair. It's sitting on the floor by the chair. Blue top. It sure is. It's a lot. It's on the floor by the chair with the blue top on it. Thank you. Timmy, they like pork chops. They like them like steak, like steak, like pork chops. They like pork chop, like. Pete, you? Hey. Why you say Pete you? Plug it up. Plug it up. Huh? Get on it. What? Get on it. What you about to do on it? Anybody doing no way, it's not charged. So never mind. What you say? Never mind, it's not charged. It's not charged? No. Yes, it is. No, it's on 8%. Well, can I have it? Yeah, let me show you. Hey, what are you doing? Ain't Hey, babe. They broccoli sprouts. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Brussels sprouts?
Yeah.
No broccoli sprouts.
You know what I mean? It was the bomb. None of that. I have never had it. It was so good. Now I'm gonna go make this for their broccoli sprouts. It was so good. And that nice juicy sauce in it. Now, whoever was the cook today.
They cook the heck out of their hamburger. I'm gonna fall in the pieces. I'm fall in the pieces.
You know, I remember that day. I'm done in the morning.
It was fall in the pieces. But it was so much in there. I had double hamburger.
Yeah, I did too. Double hamburger. We had your man, babe.
Who?
Your buddy.
Who?
Sam. He asked about you.
Oh, he did?
Uh-huh.
He did?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because they ain't got no how you working there.
They ain't got no work to do.
Yeah, because they ain't got no how you working there.
What's goody? What's goody? What it is, Chief? What everybody doing, man? What's up, chat? What it is, yo? What it is? Bop, bop. Boom, boom in the building. What it do? What's up, everybody? I'm in this thing chilling. Watching the playoffs game. You know what it is, man. What's up, everybody?
Team, but the Mavs.
That was so good. She done fixed me about 4 or 5 of those. It was so good.
Some display against a very good defensive team.
So as we start the third, let's check in with Cassidy Hubbard.
Thanks, Mike. I spoke with Doc Rivers at the half, and before I could even get the word defense out of my mouth, he said we were just horrible. The biggest issue, we were over-helping. He said 20 points were because guys were helping when they didn't need to help. Then I asked him, are you blaming any of this on the team not being in sync yet? And he said, not at all. That there was no excuses for that defensive performance in the first half. Mike?
All right, Cassidy. Granted, for the defensive intensity, no excuses. But I think it
He came around me.
Cleveland kicks it out, but this time.
He saw the price of the tank.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a bummer.
Leonard there.
All right, here we go.
Leonard looking to post up.
Mavs up 3.
Marcus Morris.
Marcus Morris no good.
Porzingis battling down low.
Hardaway. Back to Porzingis. Luka got the ball.
Been guarded by Morris quite a bit when Morris has been on the floor.
Luka. Pass to Cleveland.
And that's going to be out of bounds. Clipper ball. That's another. You guys keep
another turnover, man.
He gets in the paint, and the pass he gets so much accuracy on it in a place where you think it's impossible to get to.
That was an incredible find.
That's why if you're Cleveland, you got to shoot that basketball. I've done everything to put you in position to take and make the shot.
And to me, the Kleba-Porzingis duo hasn't been nearly as effective as just one big.
Maxey with the rebound. Luka brings it down.
Doncic to the rim. Morris the rebound.
Luka no good. Morris rebound.
George drives baseline to Zubats. Zubats takes some contact, can't get it to fall. Fight for the ball. Patrick Beverly.
No good.
And Clippers off the mark here to
Clippers
start
off
the
for
third.
the three.
Porzingis grabbed his.
Porzingis got the rebound.
And if I'm Dallas, I continue to put Zubac in the pick and roll action. Luka's getting good looks and making the right plays out of it.
Porzingis for 3.
Porzingis for 3, no good. Clippers brings it down.
Ball batted away. Denny Smith with a good defensive play, and then a foul on the Clippers.
Good defense by Finney Smith.
Beverly's just picked up his 4th in only 10
Patrick
minutes.
Beverly got 4 fouls. Sit him down, coach. Good defense by Finney Smith in the paint with Zubac.
Keeping the smaller defendant on your back.
That's you
Mavs
all the
got the
time,
ball.
blaming the receiver instead of saying that was a poorly thrown pass.
Doncic
with the bucket. Let's go, Luka.
He's forcing the switch.
71-66.
He's in attack mode. It's the right read by Luka.
Well, it took
Kawhi Leonard.
for anybody to
No good. Maxey with the rebound.
Third quarter.
Luka brings it down.
I'd run the same play. Porzingis set the screen.
Some extra words after the play. Morris and Doncic. Porzingis getting in the way, and there's some shoves. Patrick Beverly getting involved.
It's about to be a fight.
And quickly, coaches come out on the floor to get their players out of the scrum.
Morris and Porzingis.
Now playing the role of peacemaker, taking Morris away from it. Morris and Doncic joining at each other. And the official's going to go take a look.
Plays in a review for altercation.
So that's what Doncic took exception to after the whistle. Morris grabbing him. Then they start having some words.
Morris push
Just
Porzingis.
some shoves, nothing really.
Nothing big and major. Just a shove. Let's see what they do about
Did
it.
a good job getting in the middle.
There's got to be a technical, though.
By who?
Morris. I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about the shove of Porzingis after that. I don't want anybody to toss. It's not serious, but you want to control this game.
But sometimes they'll give it because Porzingis became the third man in. Then they have some smiles.
So then you're saying at least a double technical, Mike. Is that what I understand you saying?
I think that's more likely what we'll see.
This guy should be mounted.
They should, on reviews, they should go straight to Mike.
Man, JJ
It's
Barea.
so good to see. I mean, the rules being applied where
He still hurt.
the players use wisdom. The guys on the bench, nobody ran on the court and participated. It's the right thing. It can truly cost you, not just monetarily, but playoff game.
Here's Kane Fitzgerald.
Double technical fouls. Porzingis and Morris. That's Porzingis' second. He's been ejected.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Forgot that he got one, remember, because he punched that air. So Porzingis has been out of the game. That's an automatic ejection.
You know, and he had 2 weak technical fouls.
Yeah.
I hate ejections in the playoffs like that. I just think it's
the second one, automatic.
Porzingis is done for
the
the
reason
night.
he got it is because the situation was between Doncic and Morris. And
Dang. That's tough. That's tough.
tough.
That's why I said technical with Morris for the shove. Other than that, I didn't see anything else.
Patrick Beverly straight on three.
Patrick Beverly for three.
Beverly with his first points of the night. The only thing he really had was personal fouls, 4 of them. That's the first points of the third quarter for the Clippers. Took them 3 minutes to get on the board.
Coach, that's why you talk to your team, and I'm sure Rick Carlisle did. You understand the Clippers. You understand the makeup, their DNA, and what style of basketball they play. We can't get caught up in their antics. That's the message you try to send.
And that's why you can't take an early
Clippers playing dirty,
foul.
man.
Although even that one, I liked the emotion that Porzingis showed. He thought it was a good block. I just think that a technical foul as Doncic with a charge. I just think a technical foul, particularly an ejection technical foul, should be a last resort.
This is the first one.
And that's a good block.
Right. So it's just, all right, it's a quick reaction, and then he lets it go after that.
That's not a technical foul.
I agree.
They trying to help Clippers out.
So it's his first career rejection in his first career playoff game. Doncic raises his hand. He wants it on him.
And you lose your second best offensive weapon, a guy that's been averaging 30. His ability to pick and pop, dive to the rim.
That really hurts the Mavericks. That's the third foul, by the way, on Doncic. Leonard fakes the pass. Layup won't go. Zubac.
Leonard no good.
Kleber comes out of the crowd.
Kleber with the rebound. Luka brings it down. Hardaway! With the mid-range!
Oh, well, 5 of 7
Got
from
us
the
good for
field.
Hardaway.
And Dallas back up
73-69. Mavs up 4.
Screen set by Hardaway trying to force Williams onto Doncic. Instead, he showed and was late in the recovery.
Marcus Morris drives on Hardaway. Looking to post up. He's got the size advantage there. Morris now with 14. He's played well.
71-73.
The best thing he's
Mavs
done for
up.
the Clippers is he got Porzingis involved in the play that got him ejected. Shot blocked by Zubac. Williams back in with Beverly picking up his 5th foul. That foul Michael Kidd-Gilchrist came before the shot attempt.
Foul on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
And the third team foul for the Mavericks. Morris, jab step, jumper, got it again.
With the
Marcus
jumper.
Morris, 7 of 10 from the field.
Tied up.
He has played well. His first game back after the restart, he really struggled shooting, but then he had a string of 3 games in a row where he really was on the mark. Not looked to score as much as he did before the trade. Moving screen called on Dorian Finney-Smith.
But you look at Morris and playing well offensively, but a lot of times you can get a guy going by challenging him defensively. I thought things turned when Doc Rivers put him on Luka to take the challenge defensively, and his offense got going.
That turnover, the 17th for Dallas. Morris feeling it right now. Zubac's keeping it alive, gathers, goes up and throws it down. Zubac's 10 points, 10 rebounds, and the Clippers retake the lead. Timeout, Dallas.
Clippers up too. Let me suffer that Porzingis, man.
Well, good job. Pick, roll, get your head under the rim, and then dominate smaller people and finish with authority.
That's tough.
When you're ready to get back on the road.
In any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Who's enjoying the limelight? Brought to you by Corona Extra. The playoff limelight off to a terrific start. Donovan Mitchell exploding for 57 points, but his Jazz lost to Jamal Murray and the Nuggets. Murray had a great game, 36 points, big buckets. Jason Tatum also with a career-high performance, playoff performance. And Fred VanVleet had 30 points in double figures, and this is just day one. Meanwhile, here in the final game of our quadruple header, the Clippers now up by 2. That Kristaps Porzingis ejection could be right now the turning point in this game.
And here's my problem with it. We had a very good game. You tall as Porzingis. And, Coach, I'll make the case that if Porzingis, if that was his normal behavior every game all season long, he'd still be in the game because I've seen guys act that way and not be punished. It's unfortunate that he got tossed.
Yep.
Doncic for three as the shot clock expires. He's got 24 now, and Dallas regains the lead.
Dallas is up.
Doc Rivers was talking about Doncic. He said he's not a high percentage three-point shooter, but he seems to hit big threes when they're needed. They needed something there.
So the problem is he's only going to get better as a three-point shooter, and you can forget about defending.
Leonard falling away, rattles
Leonard
it
with the
home.
bucket. Picks up one. 76,
His first
77.
field goal of the third quarter, 17 now for the game. Finney Smith, not that time.
23, no good.
Kawhi Leonard missed it, came right in flying in after he released it. As soon as he released the shot, ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Mavericks ball. He crashed the boards.
He
Man
thinks
got the
that
ball out of bounds
Curry
for Kawhi.
knocked it out.
Doncic sets another high arcing three. And that one an air ball.
Air ball by
My
Luka.
bad, he just says. Patrick Beverly with 5 personal fouls. Back door, Leonard kicks it out. Paul George for three. That's the 10th three-pointer
Assist
for the
by
Clippers.
Leonard.
And they're up
80,
by 4 now.
76.
Terrific vision by Leonard.
Jim Hardaway.
Hardaway for three. Oh, no good. Come on,
Coach, we talked
Hardaway.
about this. People don't give Paul George enough credit for how good of a basketball player he is.
And an offensive foul call mark on Paul George. Doncic
Let's go.
and Kleba in there.
Paul George, 4 fouls.
4 on George.
Go.
You've said it many times, even though he gets the charge here, and good play by Kleba, is that he can be the best player in any series in the playoffs against any opponent. And to have that second guy really be a number one guy, and this is why I think the Clippers are the prohibitive favorite. Those two guys plus great depth.
To me, in the history of the game, there's only 2 teams with wing players that match up. That's obviously
Hardaway
Michael
three
and
again, no
Scotty,
good.
and LeBron and D-Wade.
Kawhi for three.
With
No
all due
good.
respect, and I'd say
Steph
Klay
Curry with the
Thompson
rebound.
and
Let's
Kevin
go.
Durant. But
Mavs
these
got
guys,
the ball.
the way they play on both sides of the floor separates them and puts them in red.
Doncic to Kleba. Kleba drives, kicks it back out. Curry, catch and shoot. 3-pointer.
Curry, no
off the
good.
mark.
Ah.
Mavs have got a little pull from downtown. And Doc Rivers runs out the court to call timeout. So just over 4 minutes remaining in the third. The Clippers
Doc
now
Rivers
back up
told
by 4.
Montrezl Harrell, don't jog, man. Run. Don't jog. Run.
I know it's your day off.
He called timeout like, hold up. Man, he lazy.
Look at your Central. It's got everything you wanted. Matches your style, and you can cut loose in it. Oh, and it's got all these fancy features, so I know it will help you stay safe. This is what I taught you.
You gotta put it in there so they can send you your bill. Okay. Yeah, so you can go. How are you too?
Yeah.
You gotta finish it, put it in the mailbox so they can send y'all vote.
Already signed. I just gotta put it in there. Already signed. I just gotta put it in there. Let's go. Bop, bop. Boom, boom in the building. What a dooski. What up? Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Wow. They
Right.
jerk them.
Who?
They jerk them.
Yeah, we're trying to help Clippers, man.
Oh, they won? Oh, you all
They try to Jack Porzingis, try to help him out.
They still winning?
It's up
I
one.
tried to do that.
But it's on my game. I got YouTube on my game.
Now, a few more seconds.
You know they took him out because they won't have the advantage. Because they wasn't messing with that man. He had 15 already. All right, we back.
One. Here's the second one for getting involved in the Morris Doncic. That was double technicals on Porzingis and Morris. Only the first on Morris, but 2 on Porzingis, so he was ejected from the game. Let's bring in our referee expert, Steve Javi. And Steve, you have some thoughts on whether or not he should have been ejected there.
I do, Mike, and I really believe the officials did make the correct call here. Believe me, they know that he had a technical foul already, and the one thing they're trying to do is prevent the ejection. He came into this situation here in this altercation not as a peacemaker at all. He actually escalated the situation and has to be held responsible for his actions. Players know when they have a technical foul, they should know that anything that happens afterwards, they're ejected with another technical foul. I truly believe that if he didn't come in as an escalator, there would have been no technical fouls whatsoever in that situation.
Steve, understand that part because you don't want something to be escalated. But the first technical, and I know the punch of an objection to a call, but it is the playoffs. It's just emotional. For a guy to throw a punch like that and then move on after that, why penalize there?
Yeah, it's a standard of decorum that the league, has put out there and said that's an automatic throwing a punch or waving a hand in disgust at an official for a call is an automatic technical foul. Players know this, and they should have to be, held responsible for their actions, as I'm saying. So that's an automatic technical foul. It's very different than if somebody maybe jumped up and down a little bit or took a couple running steps in disagreement, and then it diffuses. That's another way that that's fine. But in this situation, both the Paul George technical foul and the Porzingis technical foul in the first half of waving the hand and all were correct calls.
Guys?
My problem is, you say it's a standard, Steve, but we're fans of the game. I watch every single night during the course of the year. I've seen guys win a championship. I'll play all year long and do that same type of action and not get technical fouls. So it's not consistent when you talk about the standard being upheld.
Well, Mark, and I agree. If the standard is not upheld by an official who doesn't call a technical foul, that official will be called on the carpet by the league and by his boss if he doesn't uphold those standards.
Challenged by Dallas.
All right, Steve, thanks so much for the input. Meanwhile, that last foul, Doncic's fourth, challenged by Rick Carlisle. We'll have that when we come back.
The days of sourdough are over, because live sports are back. So dust off your bright green jersey and tell the days of sourdough are over, because live sports are back. So dust off your bright green jersey and tell
And here on the replay, it looks like a clean swipe of the ball. And our guess is that will be overturned. Kane Fitzgerald is going to give us the official word in just a moment.
Like clean.
Doncic, by the way, he wanted the replay right away. Doncic, 24 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, and 10 turnovers. Here's Kane Fitzgerald.
It's a successful challenge. No foul on Doncic. Clippers retain the ball on the side.
There you have it.
And Mike, just so the fans know, that's not considered a triple-double by Luka.
No, it's not. The NBA record for turnovers in a playoff game happened 5 years ago. James Harden had 12. So Doncic still with 3 fouls. And the Clippers had possession at the time of this, so they'll inbound.
Inbound in the ball.
JaMychal Green has returned for the Clippers, as is Reggie Jackson. Montrezl Harrell. Pass inside, deflected by Doncic.
Like Luka.
And a turnover. Hardaway goes back up top. Doncic sidestep, lays it up and in. Beautiful Euro step from Doncic.
It's like a middle linebacker with the agility and nimbleness of a smaller player.
He's not fast, but he's just, his angles are, just gets him to where he wants to go. Lou Williams got hit, and that rattles in. Williams with a chance for a three-point play.
Lou Williams foul
the
on the
Clippers
bucket.
have got to be better on the defensive end. Not only is Luka wide open, but so is Seth Curry in the corner, all by himself. So they have options. Reggie Jackson comes in to help. He either can lay it up or toss it to a knockdown shooter. This is poor execution defensively by the Clippers right now.
Yep.
And by the Mavericks at the other end. There's no reason Boban at 7'6" should be trying to strip down on Lou Williams.
Williams completes the three-point play. He's in double figures. Fifth Clipper in double figures. He's got 12.
He hit the free throw, 85-78. 2:29 in time.
Back up by 7.
To the end of third quarter.
Tim Hardaway Jr. Back up by 7. Tim Hardaway Jr. Back up by 7. Tim Hardaway Jr. Back up by 7. Tim Hardaway Jr. just bullies his way in and banks it home. Montrezl Harrell with his first
87, 80.
And before the last
Clippers
timeout,
up
Doc Rivers came
7.
on the floor and told Harrell, you got to run the floor. And that's a direct result of running the floor. It's not about you getting the basket, but it's you're putting yourself in position for deep post touches.
And you make a smaller man pick you up in transition, so he has the mismatch against Curry.
Jackson picks up his second, and that's the 15th foul on the Clippers.
Luka at the free throw line. Free throw good. Clips up 6.
It's 11 of 12 from the free throw line.
And here's what I'm talking about. Doc Rivers looks at Trez and says, stop trot. I need you to run the floor. Run the floor. It makes us so much. More of a threat to defend. Not only you, but it puts pressure on them to be defended by a smaller guy, and also it gives our perimeter guys a lot more of a threat to defend. Not only you, more airspace.
There's Tyronn Lue.
You think I could beat Doc in a race today?
I think it would be a heck of a race.
Be close.
Luka's 2 for 2. 82, 87. Clips up
Clippers have amped up their
5.
defense after Dallas shot 57% in the first half. They're only 4 of 16 from the field. Harrell picks up the loose ball. Shot clock at 7. Harrell against Marjanovic. Flips it over him. And Marjanovic pulls it down.
With my man Babin with the rebound. Mavs bring it down. Luka with the ball.
Leonard guarding Doncic. Once again finds Trey Burke. And Trey Burke misfires.
Trey Burke missed
Great contest and hustle by Green.
Leonard for 3.
Kawhi shoots the 3. And it's no good.
Rebound comes right back to him. Couple of fakes, goes up top. And Harrell gives it
Kawhi
right
gets
back to him
rebound,
again.
fake. Montrezl Harrell gets the ball.
Shot clock at
passes
5.
back. Now Kawhi passes to Montrezl Harrell. Let's see what Harrell does with the ball.
Harrell goes at Marjanovic. Layup misses.
He went to Bob, my man Bobbin, and Babin like, no. And he misses the layup. Now the Mavs got the ball back and brings it down.
Doncic spins, finds Curry. Stolen by Leonard. Leonard gets it off in time. Doesn't matter.
Leonard hits the buzzer beater, and then he doesn't because it doesn't go in.
The third quarter comes to an end. Mavericks led by 3 at halftime, but they head to the fourth without Kristaps Porzingis, down 5.
Mavs are down 5. Heading into the fourth quarter without Porzingis. For those who don't know, Porzingis is gone.
Sunday dinner has always been special. These days, it's just nice to have something to look forward to.
I done seen players do that in the past. So why have they got
break out the
ejected?
good plates.
Why is
Tell the
Porzingis
kids to
ejected?
wash up.
First of all,
Because it's
that was a
Sunday
clean
dinner.
block the first one.
Even if it isn't
And
necessarily
secondly,
Sunday.
he was coming to help
Robin Hood
Luka
believes now is
because Jermichael Green was in Luka's face.
Time to do
Team
money without the commission fees,
player.
account minimums, so you
He
can
can't
start
help his
investing
brother
wherever
out.
you are, even on the bus. Download now.
So that's all I'm saying.
I get your Robin Hood.
Oh boy.
the Clippers up 5. I'm here with Doc Rivers, and Coach, you were not happy with your defensive decision-making at the half. How would you assess your choices in the third?
Well, it's been better, for sure.
I'm here with Doc Rivers, and Coach, you were not happy with your defensive decision-making at the half.
Not happy with our decision-making on either end. I've never been in a game where we've had 87 points after the third, and I think we're playing not very good offense and not very good defense. So we just got to get it going. We got to just play smarter basketball.
With Porzingis out for the rest of the game, how do you want to see your team take advantage of his absence?
We just got to play. We can't worry that he is in or out. I don't like him being out. I hate that. But we got to take advantage of it.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Mike?
All right, Cassidy. Well, their defense in that third quarter.
Kawhi sitting.
After the Mavericks have been huge in the first half, 69 points in the first half. They had 13 third quarter points. Paul George in and out.
Poor George. 3 is no good. Mavs with the rebound. Curry brings it down.
And the three-point shot is highly volatile, and it was working well in the first half, not so well here. Still on some very good looks.
1 of 10. Jeff in that third quarter.
Trey Burke, no good.
Burke off the mark.
Clippers has the ball.
Big-time talent, should be in the Hall of Fame one day.
Should already be there.
Absolutely.
Paul George with the ball. What are you gonna do?
Shamet gets a good look.
Shamet, 3 is off.
With his 8th rebound.
Babin with the rebound. Trey Burke brings it in.
Tim Hardaway Jr. gets a good look. Nails
Hardaway
another
with the
That's his
three.
4th three-pointer.
Let's go. Timmy.
And the game is tied again.
Tied
Just
up,
over 2 minutes gone by in the
69.
fourth.
Tied up 89-89.
Kristaps Porzingis ejected a few minutes into the third.
Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
Quarter, an automatic ejection after picking up the second technical. Dallas was up 5 at the time. Then they trailed by as many as 7.
This is a welcome sight if you're Rick Carlisle. Your best player is able to take a breather and relax, and guys on the floor led by Tim Hardaway Jr. Aggressive and keeping them in the ballgame.
Clippers inbound the ball.
Pass inside.
Nice pass by the Clippers.
Montrezl Harrell with the
Montrezl
finish.
Harrell with the
On a gorgeous
slam.
feed from Paul George.
Slam. Nice pass by Paul George. I don't want to see it, but good pass.
Plenty of time remaining. Doncic getting a rest right now. As Hardaway comes up short there.
Oh! Hardaway missed it. Beverly got the rebound and lost out of bounds by himself. Nobody was there.
Beverly
Nothing
can't
was
hold
going.
on.
Couldn't hold on to the ball.
Coach, my question to you
So
is,
Mavs
Doc
gets the
said
ball
to
back.
Cassidy,
Thank you, Beverly.
he doesn't like that Porzingis
Beverly.
is out of the ball game. Matter of fact, he
Beverly, Beverly. Beverly. Patrick Beverly.
Today, so TNT gets theirs tomorrow. Games at 1:30, 4, 6:30, and 9. Games 1. Milwaukee, Orlando, Miami, Indiana, OKC, and
Luka's back in the game. Curry's in the game.
Houston,
Babin
and
is
the
in the
Portland
game.
Trailblazers and the Lakers. Portland has been
So
quite the story.
Cleveland
Damian Lillard and the Blazers winning that Western Conference play.
In the game. And Hardaway.
Game it against Memphis. Tim Hardaway finds a spot again. Too strong that time.
Hardaway no good. Clippers with the ball. They bring it down.
And Beverly chips it out of the hands of Marjanovic. George.
Paul George with the mid-range.
Gator, because being linked to the land means
playoffs. We got another quadruple header Thursday on ESPN. Heat and Pacers at 1, Thunder and Rockets 3:30, Magic and Bucks at 6. The NBA Draft Lottery at 8:30, and then Blazers and Lakers at 9. Paul George playing tonight and playing well.
Guy's a great player. We talked about him in the open on both sides of the floor. The ability to knock down shots, gets it going. He's a one option, a number one option. A guy that can flat out take the game over no matter who you're facing and can be the best player, as Coach said, on the floor. He's special.
Doncic plays catch with Kleber. Shot clock at 8. Doncic tries on Morris. Finds Curry. Curry gets a good look. Line drive, drills it. Seth Curry's fourth three-pointer.
And that's exactly the play that Doc Rivers is unhappy about. There was no help needed. Morris had Doncic in front of him. Sucked off a great shooter by Curry, and then Curry gets a wide open look as Leonard answers with a beautiful left-hand finish.
Kawhi Leonard now with 21.
97-94. Clippers up.
Doncic again, drives, gets inside, reverse, bank shot won't go, but a whistle and a foul. He's taken more free throws than the entire Clipper team.
Luka's fouled again.
I mean, look here.
To the
This is
line
good
he
individual
goes.
defense by Morris. And then, for whatever reason, Paul George gets pulled in, and there's miscommunication, and Curry gets a wide open look.
Doncic 12 of 13 from the free throw line.
The playoffs, where everything is up for grabs. No pressure or anything. Just cementing your place in history. You're pros. You'll be fine. It's a whole new game.
Two for Luka.
Well, J.J. Barea was telling some of his teammates like Kristaps Porzingis and Luka Doncic, this is the real deal. Level of intensity goes way up. I mean, they're seeing it firsthand. But Doncic, despite having all those turnovers, showing what he's made of in a tough situation as Leonard drives and finishes.
Leonard finished.
Think about it. Paul George got it going.
96-99.
Kawhi Leonard inserted into the game the last two possessions. Is like, take a break. I got you.
Luka with the finish. Luka Magic. 98.
They're influencing him to
Luka
his
got
right.
34 points.
And again, he
It's
answers the bell.
98-99.
So he's got
Hit that
answers
one.
regardless. If he gets a shoulder by you, it's hard to get back in front of that big body.
So strong. George off the dribble. Pass deflected out of bounds. The Mavericks see the bench cheering out the defense.
And these are tough shots. Switch the pick and roll, the ability to turn the corner and finish in traffic. And how about on the other end? Luka, because of all the shooting on the floor with him, that's bad defense. That's great offense, but that's awful defense. Doc Rivers talked about that. If you're Kawhi Leonard in that situation, he's got to see a body in front of him.
Shot clock at 3. Morris has to hoist
Morris
it
for
up.
3, no good.
Ball deflected.
Maxey got the ball.
Right to Maxey.
Luka brings it down.
Just past the midway point. The Mavericks playing most
5
of the
minutes
second
and 46
half.
seconds to go.
Porzingis right there.
Until the game is over.
Doncic against Paul George. Steps back. 3-pointer.
Luka missed 3. Trey Burke did the rebound.
Smallest guy on the floor. Finney Smith takes the pass and misses a 3.
Finney, he's no good either.
Leonard fakes, gets past Doncic. Nice feed inside. Patrick Beverly.
Patrick Beverly with the bucket.
That's where Leonard has really improved. That's his 5th assist.
101 to 98. 5:07 to go.
Trey Burke drives hard. Layup shot. No good.
Trey Burke no good.
Rebound. He's played well.
Paul George for 3.
George.
No good. Beverly with the rebound. Back to Paul George.
And a timeout call by Doc Rivers.
Clippers call a timeout.
4:45 remaining. Clippers with the ball and a 3-point lead
4:45
in
left
game 1.
until the game is over.
Virtual fans making sure they're enjoying the game. And the Clipper fans hoping for a win, trying to hold on as their team leads by 3. And as we talked about, Luka Doncic, his first ever playoff game, played a lot of big playoff games over in Europe. Your overall thoughts on the way he's performed here in Game 1?
Well, what I liked was how he bounced back from a really difficult start, turning the ball over with regularity, still way too many turnovers, but completely impacted the game.
So impressive the way he bounced back. I've seen very good players tap out when they start the way he started. So it says a lot about his character and what he's going to be.
Kawhi Leonard misses. Cleveland tips it, but right to Beverly.
That's Beverly's third long offensive rebound.
Beverly, for a guy 6'1", is a terrific rebound.
6 seconds on the play clock.
Leonard drives, well defended, and still knocks it down.
Still knocks it down over Matthew Cleveland.
But Kawhi Leonard able to nail it.
I love Cleveland's defense, though.
103 to 98.
Well, good body position.
Doncic kicks it back out. Cleveland for 3. Paul George stumbles a bit, but gathers as we hit 4 minutes remaining.
Clippers got the ball. Mavs missed the 3. 3:58
into the hands of Kawhi Leonard. Step back 3.
Let's go, Luka.
Doncic throws it ahead. Bad pass stolen by Kawhi Leonard, but couldn't quite handle it. Saves it though to Lou Williams. Beverly tries a 3.
3 no good for Beverly.
Doncic tips it.
And to me, that's a bad shot by Patrick Beverly. That's not who he is. He could have made it, but that's a bad shot in my mind. And that's championship effort by Kawhi Leonard, saving the basketball.
Just gets it back in bounds. Doncic drew the foul there. Lou Williams his second. 13th foul on the Clippers. 3:34 remaining.
Morris is the 5-man for
the ball.
The Clippers. Kleba, the 5-man. All perimeter players.
It's the NBA 2020. Burke kind of hurt his leg coming out of there, limping. Doncic drives, goes right at Morris. Pass inside, beautiful feed, layup is good. And Burke is hurt. And Doc Rivers out. Finney Smith with the
good bucket. 100 to 103. 3:21 left. Trey Burke is a little hurt right now.
It's a 3-point game.
Let's check him out, see what's going on.
These days, businesses are adapting to
times
new
I miss
ways of
JJ
working,
Barea, man.
and innovation is at the heart of it. Verizon 5G Ultra Wideband
We
is the
need
fastest
Billy
5G
Cauley
in the
Stein,
world, with speeds up to 25 times
Brandon,
today's 4G
Dwight
networks.
Powell,
Its
all that,
massive
man.
capacity and ultra low lag time
We got
is
none of
already
them.
available in parts of select cities around the country.
Jalen
Businesses
Bronson.
both large and small can innovate like never before.
And we lost Porzingis. If we had Porzingis right now in the game, we probably have been winning more.
Jamison smoothness meets coffee richness.
They had to get rid of Porzingis.
2 favorites, 1 bottle.
You know what I'm saying?
Get things started with Jamison Cold Brew.
Experience the adventure of a bigger world in a highly capable Lexus SUV at the Golden Opportunity Sales Event.
Get 0% financing and make no payments for up to 90 days on all 2020 Lexus models.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Here we go.
Back here in Orlando, game 1, best of 7. Clippers and the Mavericks. And here's Trey Burke. He steps on his teammate Kleber's foot, and that's when he came up hobbling. So he's come out of the game. He's limping around. Doesn't seem to be serious. But Hardaway's out there with Curry, Doncic, Kleber, and Finney Smith.
Curry's out. Curry's in the game for Burke. Trey Burke a little thing hurt his ankle.
But this unit on the floor right now gives them a better chance defensively.
Cleveland's guarding Leonard. Up top to Paul George. Finney Smith in pursuit. George kicks it out in the corner. Beverly tries another 3. That one's good.
3 is good for Beverly.
From downtown.
Clips up 6. Still 1 on the clock.
Talking about the previous shot was an awful shot by Patrick Beverly. That was him doing him. That time Paul George made the play. That's a great look for Beverly.
Doncic spins inside.
Luka with the bucket. Let's go.
36 for Luka Doncic.
102 to 106.
Just over 2.5 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Williams guarded by Curry. Gets past inside for layup. He missed the layup.
Let's go.
With the rebound. Tim Hardaway crossover. Lost the handle. Drove into traffic. George ahead to Lou Williams. Williams drives. Missed another layup.
Lou missed it. Let's go.
Curry comes back.
Curry for 3.
Kleber tried to grab it. Couldn't quite hold
on.
Kawhi
Leonard get the rebound.
Able to retain as we hit 2 minutes remaining. A
2 minutes left.
Lead.
Those last 2 transition plays were killers for Dallas as Morris knocks in a 3.
Marcus Morris with a big bucket. 19 points for Morris.
They have 7.
The mid-season acquisition acquired from the Knicks, and now he gives the Clippers a 7-point lead. Doncic fakes, leans in, bang shot is good. 38 points for Doncic.
Oh, he is dominating on the offensive end. They got to do, and that's why Montrez is getting ready to be inserted in the ball game. Somewhere you got to meet him at the rim and have somebody to protect that paint area.
He's 11 of 18 from the field. Now switches on Lou Williams. Williams drives, strip but foul as Doncic picks up his 4th.
Well, just as Mark said, no shot blocking at the rim. Terrific strength. I mean, no one moves Kawhi Leonard back. And he just nudged him off and created some space.
He thrives on that contact when he drives in.
The guys that are great offensive players around the rim seek contact.
And that Montrez is about to be inserted into the ball game. Patrick Beverly walks over to Doc Rivers. He was coming in for him. They had a discussion. Doc Rivers looks and calls him back.
One more free throw coming up. 1:22 remaining. Back to 7. Paul George guarding Doncic. Now Morris switches up. Doncic fakes the pullback. Now goes inside. Flips it up. Shot won't go. Rebound. Save. Nearly deflected. Oh, Curry got it.
Let's go.
And threw it inside. And Finney Smith was able to bank it home. It's back to 5.
106 to 111.
Final minute. Here in the 4th. Beverly up top. Mavericks desperately need a stop here. Shot clock at 6. George, step back 3. Bang! Paul George from downtown. And the Clippers take an 8-point lead.
8-point lead.
Timeout
42
Dallas.
seconds, man.
Big bucket from George now with 27 points. Clippers trying to hold on and take game 1.
Today, pros have to do whatever it takes.
It's all good. We'll get them
Home
on
Depot is
Wednesday.
here to make that easier.
Porzingis be back.
We've got the products you know and trust in-store and online. Delivery options to get what you need exactly where you need
We're
it.
missing that big
And
factor, man.
we'll keep you up to date on the status of your order
Now they
so you can
spelling
keep doing
Luka
what you
trying.
do best. Whatever it takes
You need help?
to get the job done. The Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Apartments.com makes getting into a new home easier than ever.
How hot do you think it is? 1,000,000. So hot the bugs can't even sleep. If only we had AC.
Game is back on.
It's been a struggle at times for the Clippers, but now they lead by 8 with 42.6 seconds remaining. Paul George and Kawhi Leonard combining for 52 points. Marcus Morris, big 19 points. And the Clipper defense strong in the second half. Doncic draws the foul. Shot won't go. Let's see if they call it. Did he start the upward motion? No. It's only their 14th foul. And first in the last 2 minutes, so the next one in the penalty.
Coach talked about both teams playing small. Gives them an opportunity to switch pretty much everything.
Doncic drives on Jackson, gets inside, lays it in easily. A 40-point game in his NBA
108,
playoff debut.
114.
And a timeout call by Doc Rivers. So 36.9 remaining.
Clippers call timeout.
The 40 points in an NBA playoff debut, most in NBA history. 40 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds. Just the brilliance of Luka Doncic on display. Now, there were times where he had some sloppiness, obviously a lot of turnovers. But this is a special player. It's not too late to play NBA Pick'em. Playoffs Bracket Challenge. Get your predictions in before brackets lock on Friday, and you can win $1 million for the perfect bracket. Play free at NBA.com/bracket. 21 years old. And his first NBA playoff game. Started slowly, turned the ball over 4 times in the first couple of minutes, hurt his ankle, went back to the locker room. But boy, since he's been back, he's been special, Mark.
And he's going against at least 3 elite perimeter defenders and making them look like it's me defending him. He's that great of a talent and having that type of night.
And he's had to do most of it in the second half without his other dynamic duo pair. As Kristaps Porzingis ejected after picking up his second technical foul. It was a double technical with Marcus Morris. And it was his second, so he was automatically ejected.
Morris has been quietly very, very good tonight at both ends of the floor.
Yep. Well, they foul right away. So now the Clippers, all they have to do is hit free throws, and this one will be over. Patrick Beverly will shoot his first of the night.
Sorry, Mike. I'd make the case that this has been Morris's best night as a Clipper. When you put both sides of the floor together. Not saying he can't do this. He's done this for quite a long period of his career. But taking a challenge defensively and timely baskets offensively.
It's only his 20th game with the team. Remember, he was with the Knicks earlier this year. He's having his best statistical season, averaged almost 20 a game. He says, I know my role on this team. Some nights he's not going to score much. Tonight, they needed that scoring from him.
He's got a good skill set. He's got a good skill set and a terrific competitive spirit about him.
Mavericks still alive. Doncic drive, gets inside, lays it up.
Let's go. Luka with the bucket. 10-14.
27.8 remaining.
Flips up 4. 27.8 seconds left.
Inbound quickly to Leonard, who's fouled right away by Hardaway. So now Leonard will shoot.
Coming up next on Sports Center, Steve Levy and Kevin Connors will have complete post-game reaction from Mavs and Clippers. Plus Tim Legler breaking down Doncic versus Kawhi. And inside Sixers, Celtics, and Raptors on title defense. Well, Kawhi Leonard knows a little bit about title defense. He was brilliant last year in the playoffs for Toronto, averaged over 30 points a game. Some clutch game winners, especially that Game 7 shot against Philadelphia. And he's off to a good start here in 2020. 26 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
And it's a pair there. 6-point game. Smith. They need threes right now. Kleber gets a good look, throws it up, shot misses. Leonard the rebound with 15 seconds to go.
Game over,
That will pretty much do it. Leonard dribbles it into the front court. Keeps his dribble alive.
For Doncic, but I think even when you don't play your best, the goal is to win. As long as our players understand that we need to improve as we win. Some teams soften up after wins and don't deal with the reality of what needs to be corrected.
Leonard capping off his performance. But Carlisle is going to call a timeout. Well, the Clippers gave up 69 points in the first half to Dallas. Only 41 in the second. Obviously, the absence of Porzingis had something to do with that. But their defense did get much better in the second half. And Kawhi Leonard with 29 for the game. Once again, Leonard and George. They're combining for 56 points, but as you guys spoke about, Marcus Morris is 19 points. Just enormous tonight for the Clippers. And very efficient as well was Morris. If you're Dallas, though, you've got to, obviously you never feel good about a playoff loss, but with losing Porzingis, and losing that big lead they had, they just kept battling. It's because of this young man and his ability to not just do spectacular things on his own, but the way he makes his team around him so much better. Incredible vision for a 21-year-old.
And you can see just by the way he's walking, it's not just the ankle. This game is taking a toll on him. These guys got to make sure they get the proper rest and prepare themselves for game 2.
Tim Hardaway misses, and that'll do it. The LA Clippers take game 1 here in this best-of-7 opening round. Luka Doncic with the most points ever in NBA history in a playoff debut. 42 points, 9 assists, and 7 rebounds. Can't wait to see what he does in game 2 on Wednesday. Just an incredible young player. Jerry West said it's fun to watch genius when describing Luka Doncic. Well, the Clippers, they were out of sync. They weren't flowing at times, but they're able to get the victory, led by Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Let's go to Cassidy.
Thanks, Mike. PG, roller coaster game. Wasn't an easy one, but you and Kawhi picked each other up down the stretch, combined for 56 points. How comforting is to have him as your running mate in a playoff setting?
It's great. It's great. I can lean on him.
Catch y'all Wednesday.
most, if not the most reliable guy